So speaking of age, let's get into this real quick. So age, dude, I'm about to be 32,
That's
right?
not so bad.
In October, and I've been thinking a lot about how much time I've spent playing games, and I've been thinking about like the types of games that I've liked, and how this is the first generation where I think people my age will still be into games. Like the previous generation, the majority of 30-year-olds weren't really into games. Like not to this level because gaming has gotten so much, has gotten so popular. So this is like the first time there would be like a large amount of
That's true.
30-year-olds being fathers to, you know, or I guess being gamer fathers and all this. And so I'm just thinking about, I'm like, damn, so much time spent playing games, and not like it was cute when I was like 23, and someone could walk in and I'm playing,
Yeah, and you ain't had shit to do.
um, and I'm playing Persona 5. Yeah, yeah, like I don't have shit to do. But now I'm just like this appetite for like more, like I want games more catered to like a 30-year-old. You know what I mean?
Go play grand strategy games in real time.
Like nigga, like
Civilization 5, nigga. The fuck? It's like games for 30-year-olds. What?
because like okay, but
What,
like
you tax
so
simulator?
so think of Persona 5, right? Who is that geared towards?
That's true.
Primarily, I don't want to like discredit Persona 5 or Persona 4. They're obviously like there's themes in those games I think everybody can relate to, but on the outset, right? Like on the surface, those are
Yeah.
games for teenagers,
That's
like
a
for
game
people.
for a demographic of 14 to 21 specifically.
Yeah,
Those are the people
yeah.
that fuck with that game the most. Like whatever Persona game you play at that age period, that's the Persona game that's your favorite. And then everything
Hmm.
else is just, I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, and this also happened with like the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies.
Oh, yes, because now it's the Andrew Garfield movies that everybody's nostalgic for now.
Yeah, but not only that, like Tom Holland, the way he portrays Spider-Man is like more as a teenager, like he's making mistakes and all this, and as a 30-year-old watching that, I'm just like, dude, what the fuck? You should have learned. But maybe if I was 10 years
16.
younger or something, I'd be like, fuck yeah, he's the best Spider-Man ever because XYZ. But like,
That's so me,
I don't know.
bro.
Yeah, so like it kind of gets into this weird like how age sort of dictates what you can relate to some degree. And I think that varies from person to person. Some people are like, "Oh yeah, I'm 54 and I fucking love you from Persona 4. Like that's me, or like
Yeah.
or Sasuke. Like yeah, there's just like
It
a
is,
different type of person.
it is kind of daunting. Especially
It
because,
is.
like, there's a 5-year age gap. So he's 32, I'm 26. And it's kind of weird because at my age group, I'm like the first person in all of my friends to get married, and first people in my friends group, they have a house. Like I have kind of sort of, and I've been trying to explain this to like my sisters and everything, and like everybody else around me, because they're like, why aren't you like going to parties and why don't you like doing all this stuff? And I'm like, because I was doing that from 16 to 21. I don't have to do that no more. I got a job, I got a career, I got a house,
Yeah.
I had a dog. I have a wife. I'm chilling. Like there's nothing
Yeah.
else for me to do. Like this collection is like my childhood of like what the fuck did I miss as a child? And
Yeah.
it makes me feel kind of awkward because like I don't have any like manly hobbies. Like I'm not out like I don't like I'm starting to work out, but I'm not like disciplined yet in it. And
Yeah, I mean, you do. I feel like one of the most manly things you could do is buy a house, get married,
that's true.
and
That is true.
that right there makes
That
you a
is
man.
true. No, but
I
I
would
mean,
say.
like, when other people are like, yeah, bro, I do CrossFit and I go hunting and I fuck with the dogs and shit. Like, the other day, okay, so for example, my roommate, she had a party for her birthday and everybody was sitting there talking. And of course, any dude that comes in the house that's like, it's their first time coming to a party, I'm like, hold on, follow me. And I bring them upstairs to the room and be like, with all the neon lights and shit, and I'm like, look at it. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? All right, cool. Come on, let's go downstairs. but that's me. You know what I'm saying? Like, like friends will come over and they'll be like, "Hey," and like I'm the guy in the room, just like on this couch, just like, "Oh, hey, how you doing? I'm playing
Yeah.
fucking. What's the last game I fucking played? I don't fucking know. Dark Messiah, Might and Magic.
Right. Right.
Like, who the fuck knows what game that is? But I don't know. I feel like I would, because my girl's family, they all play video games still.
Yeah.
Like, her uncle is like really into Warhammer 40K.
Mm-hmm.
He's the easiest if you get him for Secret Santa. Just buy Warhammer 40K stuff and you're good. Just buy some paint, buy 40K, a couple models, and he's good. And we always talk about 40K. And I know he's like a gamer, but he be trying to cap. Because during the summer we were playing Street Fighter 4 at the beach house, and they had a bunch of they had a 360 there with a bunch of games. So I was like, "Oh shit, Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 6 is about to come out," and I'm playing Street Fighter 4. He comes over, grabs the sticks, he's doing full combos. I'm like, "Hold on, this is back to the arcade days. I gotta actually play against him." So I mean, it's gonna come with age. But see, back in the day, gaming was different. Like, once you hit 21, if you were still playing games, they were like, "Ugh. Go to the club, bro. What are you doing?"
Yeah, and I mean, we're both, in very obviously you're married, and I'm in a very serious relationship, so our partners are very accepting of our hobbies. But like, there was a time where if you were playing games, like your girl probably hated that you did that. Like it was a conflict of interest. Like she wants to go do this, and you're like, I want to play games, and it was like or like she never even touched games, didn't even know anything about games, didn't care to know. But now gaming is like it's exploded, especially because I mean, honestly, we can thank a little bit of that explosion to games like Fortnite, because they're free to play, giving access to so much more people, because gaming is kind of expensive. It's an expensive hobby.
Yeah, especially now, because I guess a lot of the kids that grew up, like, it's more accepting to buy microtransactions and battle passes and all that stuff. Whereas as a kid, I had to beg my mom to get like a RuneScape membership card, and she thought it was like a scam, some like Nigerian prince shit. She was like, "I'm not buying you no RuneScape card with my credit card. Hell no!" Like, it was really some serious shit. Like, I had to really convince my mom for that shit. Whereas now, I remember back when I was working at like GameStop, they would even have kids. But back then, it was like the Grand Theft Auto and like 2K cards.
Okay, yeah.
Kids would come in all the time and be like, "Mom, can you give me the 2K card? Can you give me the 2K card?" And that's just normal now. Like, that's just how it is, because it's easier to hop on real quick, play 2 or 3 matches of Fortnite or 2K or Call of Duty or whatever your choice of live service game is, and hop off and be good.
Yeah.
It scratches that same itch. So you still feel like a gamer, but you're not really like playing Final Fantasy 16 or, you know what I'm saying? What else big came out?
Street Fighter 6 or Diablo 4. Yeah.
Or Trails of Reverie, whatever, Legend of Heroes. You're not playing nothing crazy like that. You're just playing whatever is cool. Top 5 on Twitch.
I think there's more casual players for sure that are still out there that aren't really playing Diablo 4 the way Diablo 4 players play Diablo 4.
That's for sure. I'm one of those casuals.
There's people that just play these games casually, but I think with turning 30, to bring it back to the age thing, I think there's something about being this age and just feeling, I guess too, like, you've already sort of accomplished some things I think that are on my mind, and I'm older than you. So, you've married your girl, you have bought a house, and I haven't done either of those. So those two things are always on my mind.
Yeah, you're working towards those goals. And you're like, shit, I need to get this.
Yeah, I feel like I can't fully relax sometimes and enjoy a game because of my age. And I feel like I can't invest in a game like I want to because, I think about these things. I'm like, fuck, okay, I'm this old, and I still need to accomplish this and this. And it's just taking really long, but slow and steady sort of wins the race.
Do you guys want kids?
Yeah, we do.
How many? This is a real question right here.
I think we've talked about 2 being the sweet spot.
Okay.
Yeah, because we don't want an only child to grow up like all fucking...
Be a bitch ass, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I agree with you on that. Because while it does seem like, I've accomplished that, because now that's the next thing on my mind. It's like, okay, kids. okay, after kids, then what? Because it's like, okay, I gotta move into a bigger house. I gotta move out. I gotta. So I'm on the
Yeah.
same wavelength as you. On top of the podcast, because that kind of takes away a lot of your gaming time. And it's like I could be playing this game all day today, but instead I'm gonna spend all day strictly editing and recording Xbox Live, or you know, just doing the podcast. It's just extraneous shit like that. And I feel like, do you feel like when you become a dad that you're gonna be like, here, son, play Dynasty Warriors 3?
Yeah, I think at a certain age, I'll probably introduce them to certain games and like play with them. Um, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. It depends too on how much time I'll have. Because if I'm gonna have, let's say I have two kids back to back, or maybe like a year or two apart from each other or something. I feel like I'm not gonna even have that much time to game on my own, let alone like gaming with my son. I might just be like, here, just play this, and then they'll probably like get into other shit and play whatever they want. And
Yeah,
then who knows what gaming will look like in, I don't
10
know,
years.
5, 10 years.
If it'll even be physical, this
Yeah,
might be the last of the physical right here.
yeah. So it could be a whole different like feeling, and it could be. I think about that often, especially because like, we're talking about these older games so much, but there's already like a generation and a half that's grown up on Fortnite, and that's gonna be like their nostalgia, and they're gonna be like,
That's true.
like, yeah. So I don't know. It's kind of weird, and as big as gaming has become, being my age, I think you and I still, to some degree, still feel othered in some way because like we're still not like the mainstream gamers. Like we're still like the niche, like within the niche
Yeah,
gamers. So it's weird.
I
Yeah,
thought
it's a weird
about that a
feeling.
lot too. Cause my little cousin, she's really into like Undertale, Friday Night Funkin', Five Nights at Freddy's. Like she's really into like that weird like homestuck, I like to call it, vibes of like games.
Yeah,
Deltarune, Everhood, all that shit. She is like, that's me, Minecraft. That's me. But that's
yeah,
not me. I've tried to play Undertale. I can't get into it. I've tried to play all those games. I just can't get into it. And I don't know how I would feel if my child is like super into
free to plays.
insert whatever the top X game is at the time, and I'm still sitting here like I'm playing Suikoden 4 on PlayStation 2.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know.
and
I just feel awkward about that.
do you ever like? I mean, 31 is still pretty young. When I hit 40 or 45 or like 50, I'm gonna be
That's
like,
when
damn,
people
what?
start looking at you like, okay, now what's up with you?
Yeah, that's when I was thinking like, oh, I'm gonna like I really do need to appreciate like being this age a lot more. It's hard. It's harder than I thought it would be. Um, but when you start hitting 40 and 50, like there's a whole different expectation of you, and there's also a health aspect to it. Like I think about like the hands. I
Bro,
think about like
now I'm
arthritis.
like, bro, I was playing. What's the last game we just played? Raccoon City, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Bro, I was playing it, and the day after we finished, we beat the game and we're playing multiplayer. My entire thumb was like, if I did this, I was like, ow, bro. Like, I had to
yeah.
hold my hand like this for like the whole day. That shit was crazy.
Even looking at a TV for long, like I feel like I could look at a TV all day
Yeah,
and be
like when
fine.
things flash on the screen, I have to look away now. Like, that's a little too bright. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, like my eyes get tired. Like like I'm just like I need to go do something else for like 2 hours because I feel like they just feel strained. So I can't imagine like when I'm 40 trying to game for longer than 2 hours.
Yeah, because
Or
I
longer.
did that yesterday. I woke up. I said, you know what? Shout out Goated Quest. I'm playing Silent Hill, and I
Oh
started
wait,
at
did he put you on
yeah.
to
He's going to
play?
be playing Silent Hill for the next stream.
Oh, oh
So I
shit,
was like,
nice,
all
nice.
right, bet, yeah. So I was like, I'll play it too. I'll play along with you. And I'm thinking, okay, I'll find a good stopping point. And I started at noon. I took a break around like 3 o'clock to eat lunch and like let the dog out, and then I beat it afterwards. And I was like, I don't know if I could do that ever again in my life. Just play a game from wake up to sundown. I don't think I can do that like consistently. Like even after that, I was like, my legs hurt. I had to literally go downstairs and go work out after I beat the game. I couldn't, like, I was like, I've been
Yeah.
sitting here all day. I have to do something. I have to go outside. It was raining, like pouring rain. I still was like, I'll go outside. I'll check the mail. Fuck it. Gotta just get up.
No, yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. And usually like Sundays I'll reserve that day for mostly gaming. Like I won't do anything else. Like I'll it's a day where I sort of just allow myself to just fucking play something for 6, 8 hours straight, you know. But most other days I'm like I can only play this for a little bit, if like just and usually like now I'm just like, well, maybe the only game I play is the BOTR game, you know. And maybe I'm not gonna have.
I've been trying my best to like get out of that because I feel that where it's like I have my BOTR game and then I have my off BOTR game,
Right.
and like there's certain games like what we're all going to talk about later. It's like there's a lot of games that come out that I'm like I want to play these, but I
Yep.
gotta play the BOTR game, and
Yeah.
I don't know. But the BOTR game I do like it because it at least gives me something that I wouldn't necessarily play like off of like a first glance, and it allows me to play that, and like I kind of have to I don't want to say force myself, but like I have to play it. We have to talk about it. So
Yeah, it's funny because in a very like meta way, we're gamifying playing a game because we're creating
that's true.
like an achievement or like we're creating goals, deadlines.
Yeah.
You know, we're like, oh, I'm gonna play this game to feel like I've accomplished something so that we can talk about it and get like, you know what I mean? It's like this
Yeah.
gamification of the whole thing.